in Maui had sunshine. You can see it now. I don't think I've ever been any place where the announcements were read with such passion. I was thrilled. I wait to find out what the next announcement was. Tell me more. I know about every Sunday, isn't it? Here. Thank you for having me, sir. How many of you would like to experience a miracle in the next 10, 12 minutes? Two hands up over here. Wow. You know, New Year's Day is going to be coming around the corner, and most people set New Year's resolutions on those days, on that particular day. But what's your experience been with that? On January 1st, you say, I'm going to start going to the gym 3 days a week, Tai Chi 3 times a week, I'm going to date more, I'm going to get a better job, I'm going to work harder, work longer hours, I'm going to write my book, I'm going to open my business. You've got a whole long line of resolutions, correct?
Correct.
What happens on January 2nd or January 3rd?
Hangover.
You don't remember where the gym is located. You can't find your list of resolutions. You're already lolling in front of the TV set or you're sitting on the beach, but you're not doing what you said you were going to do. Now, I find this very interesting because you stated your resolutions with clear intent. You had the conscious intention to make them happen. You watched The Secret, you read my books, you made your list of goals, your intentions, your outcomes. January 1st, an empowering day, facing a new year. You stated your intentions, but you did not fulfill them. Why not? I've been saying that there is a missing secret to fulfillment of all your dreams. I'm saying that there are counter intentions within you. And until you take care of the counter intentions, you are not going to achieve your conscious intentions. If you do achieve them, you won't hold on to them because you won't be in alignment within yourself to keep them. What I mean by conscious intentions is that you may consciously say that you're going to stop smoking, that you're going to open this business, that you're going to write this book, you're going to be taking Pilates, whatever it happens to be. But below the surface, unconsciously, is a counter intention, a counter belief. And it could be anything from saying, I don't think I can do it, I don't deserve to do it, I don't have the body for it, I don't have the discipline for it, my parents would disapprove, my family would disapprove. There's all kinds of beliefs in there. Counter intentions. And I've been writing about this in my book, The Key, the most recent one. I write about all of this. And I give 10 clearing techniques for getting rid of them. I want to give you one of those clearing techniques today. This one is powerful, maybe the most powerful of all. This one is free, and this one you can do right now. Game? Yeah. Okay. 3 years ago, I heard the most amazing story. 3 years ago, I heard about a therapist who worked at a mental hospital for the criminally insane at Hawaii State Hospital. And this therapist did some unusual healing technique and managed to heal every single patient in that mental hospital. Now, when I first heard that, I didn't believe it. I have a pretty open mind. I know about distance healing, remote healing, Reiki. There's a whole long line of things that can be done without a person touching another person or even being there. But this is impossible. This sounds like an urban legend. How can a therapist not work on a person and help heal a mentally ill criminal in a mental hospital? So I dismissed the story. I heard it again a year after that, and I thought, okay, there may be something to it. It would be powerful for me to find out if it were true, because if it were true, the world needed to know about it. I needed to know about it. I wanted to broadcast the message if it were true. So I went looking, and it took a while to find a therapist. You can find him now because I'm making him famous. But it took a while at that point. I did find him. I got him on the phone, and I spoke to him for like 45 minutes. And I found out that, yes, indeed, he did work for the hospital. He worked there for 3 years. He did not see patients one-on-one. He would sometimes see them as he walked through the ward. But his agreement with the hospital was he would do his work, but not seeing patients one-on-one. He would sit in his office and review their files. And so I asked him, what was he doing as he reviewed the files. And he said, all I do, all I'm here to do, all I was doing then, all I'm doing now, all I'm doing as I talk to you is cleaning. I am cleaning and clearing, and I'm only here to clean and clear. Makes no sense. So I asked him to explain. And he said, all I'm doing is making amends with the divine. I still didn't get it. Explain. He went on to say something, and this is the most mind-expanding thing I've ever heard. And if you've not heard this before or read one of my other books, Zero Limits, it's going to stretch your mind. Quantum levels. And it's the idea that you all heard you create your own reality, correct? You've heard you create your own reality. How about a bigger yes? Yeah! Okay. You are listening. All right. You create your own reality. So he says, create your own reality, and somebody shows up in your reality who is a mentally ill criminal, you created them too. Because you create your own reality. It's like, oh my God. To take that on is a huge jump. He said, the way he teaches his therapy is all about 100% responsibility. Now, 100% responsibility means no matter what's going on in your life, no matter who brought it into your life, no matter what it happens to be, good, bad, or indifferent, you are responsible for it being there. Now, believe me, I know how tough that is to listen. He's been doing it for 25 years, and he still finds it tough. And what he said was, he was looking at those files, and he was taking responsibility for what he saw. He would read a file of somebody who was a murderer, folks. And he would look at it and he would say something like, why do I feel repulsed in me? What part of me contributed to the creation of this murderer? And as he felt that, he directed his prayer, his petition to the divine. And he would say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And he kept repeating that. As he told the story, when he first went to the ward, it was so dangerous that you had to walk down with your back against the wall because people were being attacked. Most of the patients were sedated or shackled. After a couple months of his doing his private self-healing work, his cleansing, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, patients didn't have to be shackled. Patients didn't have to be sedated. A few months after that, patients were being released. The other staff, which had been quitting on a regular basis, turnover, as you can imagine, was very high in this despicable environment, oppressive environment. They told this therapist, they said, whatever you're doing, do it for us too. Because the patients are changing. After 2 years, that ward was empty. After 4 years,